Welcome back to America's Now. The life of Fernando Ponce Laspina hasn't always been easy. He grew up in a violent environment in the South Bronx neighborhood of New York, and he was involved in gang activities that landed him in jail at a young age. The irony is that time in prison saved him. This week's Game Changer believes using the sport of boxing can save lives.
My name is Fernando Laspina, better known as Ponce. Ponce because I come from Ponce, Puerto Rico. At the age of 15, I came to live in New York City, in particular the Bronx, a couple of blocks away from where we are. It was difficult because at age 15, at that time, I didn't know the language. I didn't know English. And I definitely didn't want to be in school. The gangs were all over New York City at that time. It was hundreds of gangs all over. At the end, I ended up being a member of the Savage Squad. I ended up being one of the leaders of the gang. That basically ended up putting me in jail. It was hard going to court and seeing my mother there. Like, she was sad and she didn't understand all these things. And when I came home, I told my mother I was going to change. So coming home, I went to school, I got a job. I went to the streets and I told those kids that wanted to be in gangs or those that were in gangs but never been in jail, how it is that you're in a gang and you have many friends out here. You have hundreds, you got thousands of friends. But when you're in jail, the only friends that you have is your family. So I decided that boxing should have been a good program to keep a lot of the kids away from the gangs, to keep a lot of the kids away from the drugs and from jail.
No le haga caso a Germán, sigue haciendo tu trabajo ahí. Germán, sigue durmiendo. Sigue durmiendo que va bien, Germán.
The trainer and the coach is like a parent figure that are not only take care of you here in the gym, but also is checking up on you that you went home to sleep, that next day you're working, that you are healthy, that in the weekend you're not in a club party.
Tú sabes, si un tipo no ha estado agolpeado, Julio no hace el trabajo. Si Julio no hace el trabajo que tiene que hacer y se pone para lo de él, porque él ya está mayorcito ya, entonces va a haber que votarlo.
We're not funded. So we just depends on the trainers that are completely volunteer, on friends and my family that come and volunteer. And when we have an event or whatever, somebody brings water, somebody brings soda, and we bring whatever we need for the gym.
The beauty of this gym is an old-fashioned Spanish gym. Everything you do is just you. No machines, nothing's helping you. If you don't know how to do it, if you can't do it, you'll build yourself to do it. My family was in a serious case of domestic violence, my mother, my father, so I found an escape through sports. It was first baseball, swimming, then basketball, then karate, and then in the same center in the Bronx, in St. Mary's Recreation Center, I found boxing. And I don't know, it just felt different. I loved it. I think it was just I had a lot of anger built up of everything that was going on, and it was tearing my family apart, and I just got to take out my anger. I lived in one of the, I won't say worst neighborhoods in the Bronx. It's right between the Bloods and the Crips. So it was kind of, hard trying not to get caught up in the streets and walking home from school and seeing stuff like that. It kind of is like, it pushes you to want more for yourself to get out of the hood. Being able to leave the Bronx was a big thing for me, to open my eyes, to go to Florida, DR, all these other places. It was like a big thing, especially so young at the age of 16, 17 years old, because I know people that live in the Bronx all their life and never left even the borough.
We got a couple of guys here that were basically very heavy into drugs, into alcohol, and we turned their lives around. They got married. They got children.
Yeah, I know it saved me, because if not, a lot of my friends are either locked up, still in the gang, or dead. So I can say personally that, Ponce did help save a lot of people's lives.
Many of Ponce's students have become professional boxers, like Jose Silverboy Rodriguez, who is now a middleweight champion. We'd love to hear your comments, so if you know someone who's helping change the world, drop us a line at an@cctv-america.com, or you can tweet us at cctv_America and tell us about a game changer you'd like to see on our show.
Coming up.
Brazilian designers are taking their place in New York.
It's a very sort of like closed country in terms of exposure international. It was a way to show a little bit through each piece.
America's Next.